Well, it's finally that time. The return of the Layton Trophy Cabin series, and for a refresher or for anyone who hasn't seen the series before, my goal is to get a diamond or a rare in every one of these plaques in the Layton Trophy Cabin, all from multiplayer, so no grinding, it has to be just random encounters out there in multiplayer, and we have 3 plaques or platforms still remaining. We've got the roe deer, we've got a wild boar troll up there that we need to replace, and we still need a coyote. So, we are actually headed back to Layton Lakes just to try to target that coyote, and maybe we can attempt to improve our rare mallard as well. But I think this is going to be fun. It's been a while since we've done this, and we've got about 4 months to go, so it's a good thing to get back into it. So we found our way into what could be a useful server. It is currently 1922 in-game, and of course coyotes drink starting at midnight until 4 AM. So in the meantime, it is their feed time till I think 2000 hours, and we'll at least try to hunt for that. And if we can make it all the way through to coyote drink time, that'll be just a bonus. I fully expect the time to get reset before we reach that point, and early morning or whatever is good too, but expectations set low. If we make it to coyote drink time, that will just be a giant plus. So our first kill of the hunt is going to be just a little female, 36.82, and the thing about it is, we're not just looking for a diamond coyote. A rare would be just as good for our lodge. So every time we get a track of one, we're gonna follow it just in case. Or, better yet, we actually got host of the server, and frankly, I think we should just go for it. So, gonna do about a half hour after coyotes start drinking, and we're gonna start down here in Chila. I think we'll probably, that's not where I place my marker, I think we'll probably go through as many lakes as we can, and then just roll on through to morning. We won't keep on resetting the time back, because you never know, it may be better hunting not in their drink times, but we're gonna just make the most of the opportunity we got and just go for it. I mean, finally, we have a drinking coyote. Unfortunately, not gonna be any kind of rare, but another solo female. Looks like another time we're gonna have to do this double shot thing to get a vital hit. They've just been very few and far between, and I believe I've asked this before, but given the fact that there's been so much time between Layton Trophy Cabin series, if you guys have any good like coyote drink zone locations, definitely let me know in the comments below, because frankly, this is not something we've really ever done. Like, I know up here is kind of decent. We're in the Calburn area now, and finally we have a drink zone, but it's like 2 AM, and we've killed precisely 1, and we still haven't had a male. Well, finally, a pack of these things? And if I'm not mistaken, literally the best one is that 4 that we have spotted. I don't see anything better. I'll keep on checking tracks, and maybe if we can get him taken out, it'll be a little bit easier to do that. I'm not sure we got along. That second shot was too low, probably like intestines, but maybe the actual good areas to hunt are going to be these annoying ones, where typically we're just going to spook them. They're so small, the reeds are so tall, they're just going to be hidden most of the time. I do think I at least got a decent enough look at these things. I didn't see any rares, so we'll go through here, we'll click on every track we see, make sure there wasn't a max weight one or anything that we would have missed, and then we'll scoot right back down. It's almost 3 AM already, and the good news is, like, we do have a cinnamon black bear for our lodge, but since black bear now drink 4 to 8 AM, we can just roll straight into that, and maybe we can get an improved black bear. Our cinnamon was a silver. I'd love to get a gold rare, heck, maybe a diamond of them. There we go, at least a level 6. I think he's a solo. And perhaps we've wasted a little bit of time checking lakes. Maybe we've learned some valuable information in the process. That is so dang bright when we're looking into the fog. Okay, he's spinning. Get the 0 incorrect. That time we got a vital. I don't think he's gonna float over here, it's close. And I don't see any running out of here, so I think he was by himself. And I suppose, now moving in the right direction, there's a gold, 49.34. And we'll just keep on scooting up through here. We have about 15 real minutes to cover as much ground as we can. Lots of little places in here they could drink, and we'll try to check them all. This might legitimately be the breakthrough that we needed with this, because eventually, with multiplayer servers, we'll be able to get host of other ones like we've done today, and if we just know the areas to hunt, and I've kind of always known this like spot up here in the northwest is good for coyotes, but I didn't know if they drank up here much. I think we can, you know, whether it's today or down the road, I think we can find enough coyotes that eventually we're going to find a good one. Now this one is in a horrible spot. It's going to end up spooking, and we'll probably have to do the exact same thing we've done with a couple other ones and try to hit it on the run and maybe make that second shot. The primary thing is getting it spotted when it goes. So it just went to flee. I think, alright, that was a little bit odd, but that should be no problem. There's one hit. And the follow-up is going to drop it. And we've got a 6, we've got a 7. Hopefully we keep on moving forward. Got a nice 51.77 out of that, actually close to the max weight range. Cool to actually get a decent number of these. Anytime we've come out here since Coyote has been the last on the list from Layton, we kill like 2 or 3. This is actually a major improvement. There are some wild looking elk in here. Unfortunately, we are through Coyote drink time and into Black Bear and Roosevelt elk drink time, but there's that weird looking level 3. That one's at least semi-normal, and that dude's about 10 feet wide, but the true score for Roosevelt elk does not take overall spread into account. So, he will score no higher than that exact same frame being super narrow. Nonetheless, still goes up to 395. He'll still be a decent one. Really nice little spot there where the sun's starting to come up. And hopefully we can get into maybe more elk. We've got a pretty nice diamond on the wall. But specifically black bear, since they should be out and about as well. And by the way, there actually were a couple in there in the reeds. So you can imagine why it's tough to see coyotes in there when even the black bears can hide. But our bull elk, which by the way you probably noticed we shot with the 7mm, 330 score, at least he has the double brows. Not a bad first one. So we're kind of moving through High Lake area here. I think that's what we're going to do. Scoot right up around the end of this lake and just go straight up the river into Caldron. I'm not sure for black bear. I know that's good for Roosevelt's, and we should see some bears along the way. Well, one thing's for sure. There are bears around here. There are at least 3 in view right now. All females though. We've actually got a bunch of cow elk out there too. Not a rare in sight. And I was maybe going to shoot that bear out in front of us, but it actually took off. Could maybe get a shot at that, but I don't know. If it keeps on turning broadside there, I think we can get it. That'll be close. Might have just been a smidge back. It had to have been because it's a low bleed rate. But she's laying right up here, so it didn't go that far. And again, kind of proof of concept for the areas that we're going in. Yeah, way far back. 13.93 would have been bronze, but now we get no medal for that. And I'm not sure, like, I don't want to get in anybody's way. So we might try somewhere else. I'm not even 100% sure the best place to go. Maybe up here. Well, we might have something here. Max Wesmith Coyote track finally. It actually spooked out of here. And we're down like just north of Balmont Lake. So I'm thinking it's going to be basically right in front of us. And there's a nice little opening here. We could probably get eyes on a dark gray fur type. Where is our coyote? We can see the track. There he is. Ah, it's a level 7, unfortunately. That is anticlimactic as heck. Doing that thing that seems to be introduced with Tibetan fox, where they just walk instead of fleeing. I don't think that was a thing prior to Sooner Baton, but that's rather odd. Got ourselves a, well, I don't know why I did that. It's a black bear track. Just a female. And hey, I mean, you know, max weight coyote is progress, even if it is a whole quarter of a kilo into the max weight range. 52.98 score. And I mean, it's just good to see even that 24 to 27 kilo track. That's not something we see a whole lot of. Maybe only the second or third time we've had it since, again, coyotes become our primary focus here on Layton. And obviously, you probably just saw there, we are officially past black bear and elk drink time. So we'll roam around a bit, see if we can find anything else. Hopefully there's something out here waiting on us. Well, at the very least, found ourselves a decent blacktail here, up to 180, I think that said. That is an iffy shot at best. We got him. I'd still wonder, maybe like the black bear earlier, if that was a bit back. The angle was kind of weird. I don't know, maybe it was liver, maybe we somehow got vitals. It's not as if he's going to be a diamond anyway. Actually, apparently more blacktail in there. But this, I think, is going to be the last thing we do on this server, and therefore in this hunt. We're going up the east side of the map. We've had success with both black bear and coyotes before. By the way, side note, we did get vitals. And we might as well just give it a shot now that neither species is drinking, and see what we might run into. So, 156 gold, that says, got him just kind of scraped along the edge of the lung. I'm frankly surprised at that range with the 7mm he ran anywhere with a vital hit, but got him down pretty quick. Well, that might be a good animal to end on. It's not going to be a diamond elk, but it is one of my favorite racks for them. It used to be a diamond rack, and I think I say that every time we encounter one. And the saddest part is we never got a diamond when this was the diamond rack. You see that split tine? That is the thing that I always thought was so cool about him. And he'll probably score, I think this is usually 350s or something like that. And actually, he's going to bed down. So we'll probably just get it maybe close enough to where he's going to stand back up. And then we'll just go ahead and try to get that shot. So he was still calm. I'm actually not sure. I think that guy being attentive is what caused him to get up. That'll work just fine, though. Should be a solid vital hit. And unfortunately, no trophies for the Layton Trophy Cabin today. But that's why we've come back to it in August and not in the middle of November. I fully expect it to take a while. I fully expect, having to learn locations, hopefully like we did today, where to find coyotes, hopefully where to find coyotes in big numbers. And in the meantime, we still have Hirschfelden to work on as well. So there's lots to do. Clearly, as we're down to the final 3 animals, they're likely to be some of the toughest ones. And it was good just to get back here on Layton today and have a solid hunt. And so for our final kill, 343 scoring elk with those split tines. Double lunged him, actually. Kind of better than I thought the 7mm would do. And hopefully, sooner rather than later, we'll be back out here again, trying those times, those areas where we were after coyotes today. And maybe we can find one just a little bit bigger. But anyway, that's going to do it for this video. So as always, thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you next time.